Hello and welcome to another episode of Never a Straight Answer, the podcast that aims to cover a wide range of topics from conspiracy theories to popular culture and news. I'm Gaz, and in the studio, as always, we've got the Australian tunnel tearing Taylor.
Yeah, you're right, fella.
There is a reason for that tunnel tailing.
There is.
Tunnel tearing or what?
There is actually, and it comes down to Google.
Google? Why was is this a kind of like one of those Google Earth things that they found?
Well,
or something like that?
Basically, some guys had a look on.
Hello
online.
Everyone, by the way.
Yeah.
We always said like hello.
Doing?
We give you the normal greeting, but like I just feel like it was a bit impersonal.
Yeah, and we jumped straight in.
We did jump straight in, so I just want hiya. How's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
Sit
want to jump
back,
straight
relax,
in.
chill, because now you've got the entertainment coming.
Yeah, the entertainment's coming.
The news
we will
is
get
in.
into that because actually, if you're talking about stuff that is this what I'm thinking it is like something that's been caught on Google Maps or Google Earth.
Well, not yeah and no. It's not core. You can go to it anytime you want.
Paul sent me a story the other day, which I'll talk about after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, this is. Are we calling this we don't know. If we end up going over, we'll call it whatever we call it. It's maybe an extra episode.
If it's under an hour, it's an extra. If it's over an hour, then it's an episode.
I can fly with that.
Yeah.
To be fair, right, this we normally record the extra as well as the normal podcast at once.
Yeah, straight after.
And this week we left it, and there's been so much news in between.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! I'm just so.
I can't cope with it, to be honest.
It is
and it's a lot of it's not even good news.
No.
To be honest,
No.
I've tried to slip a little good news in here.
Yeah, but it
a little bit
comes out terrible, doesn't it? Really, because that's all they want to throw.
I know.
Or hide.
Come on, where's those little lost? Where are there even a little lost puppies to bad news, isn't it?
Because it's probably been run over.
We want to see some of those heartwarming segments that you put on at the end of the news.
You won't get that
all the way through the news. So.
Well, yeah, we'll try and bring some cheery news. I reckon a bit of comedy next week or something.
Yeah, probably.
Something funny in.
Well, we might have Will Smith in.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm up for that.
Get the Men in Black.
Yeah.
Get Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we'll crack up. What? Give us a gist on this tunnels thing then.
Well, basically, a guy. There's a secret underground tunnelling discovered below the water contours between Antarctic to Australia and also to Argentina. Now these ain't like normal lines. Now what he's done is he's gone on Google Maps.
Wait a minute, so like what do you mean like lines, like the contours of the...
Now you'd think this.
Of the land or...
Yeah, well you'd think this.
Right.
But they're not, they're straight tunnels.
Right.
So what he's done is he's gone to Google and he's gone, right, I'll take the water out and let's have a look around
I was talking about this, weren't there, about like if you want to know what shape the Earth is,
take the water off and you'll see, and so basically he had a look and there was some strange lines that like couldn't come naturally.
Could they have been made by any other?
No, I mean miles of straight lines.
Oh right, okay, so some sort of excavation.
Yeah, it looks sort of that way, but there's like quite a few going to Australia and quite a few going to Argentina, and it's like, hey, what's going on there?
What goes on in
Argentina?
Argentina?
It might not be. Hey?
What happens in Argentina? What are they famous for?
Well, Hitler was supposed to have gone there.
So do you reckon he's been creating tunnels to get around?
Well, between them so he can get his mates.
You just go on holiday, innit? It's like, Australia's quite nice, innit? It's very difficult to get in.
Hey, yeah,
so,
it's right.
You know,
but then if you think about it, the Queen must know about it, or our government must know about what's been going on there.
Don't know.
if there is anything going on there, but it is something interested that some.
So is it kind of, have they discovered tunnels, or is it that they've just spotted these lines on the?
You know, like if you would have a look on.
This is the problem. It's like whenever they see these things, it's like they go, "Oh, we've discovered this thing on Google Earth,"
Yeah.
But we'll go and find out if it is there or not.
You know what? I totally agree with you. But
it's great putting it on.
Expensive. That's
it's
the
great
problem.
putting it on YouTube and everything. But,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it's better have it thinking you've got a little summit than you've got a little nothing.
Well, here's
you know
one
what I mean?
that Paul sent me the other day. Right, Google Earth has found a sunken airplane off the coast of Edinburgh.
Oh, right.
Right, Scotland, and
Wait.
you can kind of see the branding on it. It's like literally off the coast and it's underwater, or it appears to be underwater. And I couldn't tell because I know there's these glitches on Google Earth
I was
where you
say.
see the reflections of, you know, because it's taken by satellite now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than the van.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that, I don't know, I'm in two minds whether it is a reflection of a plane that's passing, and it's managed to capture the reflection in the image but not the plane.
Yeah,
you know
itself,
what I mean?
yeah.
And then,
Or it could be through cloud-based.
it could actually be a legitimate sunken plane. So why? I wonder why people aren't going and checking this out.
Because, like I said, it's expensive.
Because at least then you know, it's like you go to those
there.
coordinates and there's not a plane. Then
I'd
you
like to
know
go
it's
to a number of places that
glitch in the googly
found around the
matrix.
world.
So
But, like, it's either too dangerous or it's too expensive.
well, you go on Kickstarter, right? If you want to be an explorer.
All right, I want to get a
on
boat and
Kickstarter
go to High Brazil. I want to try and find High Brazil on the day that it comes up.
If anyone wants
7 years.
fund Taylor's solo kayaking adventure around the High Brazil,
probably cost about what 20 grand.
Then 20 grand.
Yeah.
If you want to fund that,
if you want to fund it, brilliant.
he'll take his malaria shots. He's cool. He doesn't mind.
No, it's not to Brazil. It's off the coast of Ireland.
Oh right.
High Brazil.
Off the coast of Ireland.
Yeah, there's an island
I don't think it's
there.
going to cost that much.
No.
You can get a Ryanair.
It's all on the boat.
You can get a Ryanair
I need to go
flight.
down as well. I want to go down, take some pictures.
I'll get you a dinghy. I'll get you a blow-up
Give me
one.
a dinghy.
Right.
It's
I'll
like
get
100 miles out or
Right,
something.
I think between us we can get him a Ryanair flight and a rubber
definitely
dinghy.
a Ryanair flight.
Right, and send him up to High Brazil, because what you're looking for, Atlantis.
Alright then, the cost has come down from 20 grand
to 20
to 20p.
20 quid. Well, you can
20p, I'll get.
You can get
I might even get change.
You can actually get flights for like a penny there and penny back.
Yeah, I'll go with that. There we go.
Right, sweet.
There's the flights over. You're supplying the dinghy. What about the mass for me to dive under?
Oh right, okay. I've got a snorkel.
You got a snorkel?
Yeah, I've got a really
but it's a bit deeper than that. So
got a really good snorkel.
Can I put a pipe on it?
Oh, yeah.
You can stand at the top,
we'll make sure that you won't.
You've got Ben or fall asleep. We'll get Jay on the case.
Yeah, we'll be right.
We'll get Jay, just doing the wheel, so I can. Yeah,
on the bellows.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I think that's right. Right, done deal. I think that's all in order.
There you go. Look forward to that Taylor's adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a sad week. In terms of everybody's heard, and I think I must have got a fair few texts that night telling me, that what come over the news.
Leave it when I heard it. Hour after.
Mate, the guy was an absolute legend, and I mean, I'm gonna have to turn this music down because Stan Lee.
Yeah, great Stan Lee.
What can I say? And I mean, I know there's gonna be just absolutely a million tributes to him. But it's like,
hell yeah.
The guy, all I can say is, I'm not going to say like, he changed my life or anything like that. I'm just going to say that the guy was a really nice guy with a big imagination.
Yeah.
And, he gave a lot. He created some really excellent,
characters,
literal characters, that, yeah. And it's only goes by the, even just Spider-Man movies, how popular his stuff is.
Yeah, well, this is it.
So
his memory will stay on.
Definitely.
I just hope they keep him, even as time goes by, and he might be in the next 3 or 4 films.
I wouldn't be surprised though if got him in one day and filmed a load of like kind of reaction shots on a green screen, to secure his kind of like future in the MCU.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I mean obviously he was 95. They kind of must have saw it coming a little bit. And,
we're supposed to be able to live to 120, and he didn't exactly have a bad lifestyle, you know what I mean?
No, do you know what? He looked great for his age.
Yeah. I thought he was in his fucking 70s when you
I know, yeah. Well, like I say, 95, he's done all right. He's had a really good innings. And I mean, like you say, he was really active and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some tweets from like some of the fans of him. Do you know, famous fans?
Yeah.
And there's one
How
here.
famous are we?
Well, like Arnold Schwarzenegger
Oh.
is tweeted it. He says Stanley created more legends than any of us can count. But his own life was the greatest story he ever wrote. He inspired billions around the world, including me. I was honoured to know him. And isn't that nice?
That's great, man.
And there was one here, another one for Lewis Hamilton. The late great Stanley, he made dreams a reality. So grateful for his amazing work he did. For all the amazing stories that are still being told today. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so just wanted to kind of take a moment, to give tribute, honour the man, and salute you, Excelsior.
Yeah.
Excelsior. Yeah. So yeah. Well, cheers, Stan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always gonna kind of keep reading your work.
Yeah,
anyway.
well, like I said, hopefully, like the legend will stay on, and like hopefully that every film or whatever they do with it, that he has a little bit there.
Well, I think he's gonna. Well, obviously, he, at the very least, he's gonna be in the next 3 because I think they've wrapped on a lot of the filming.
Yeah.
So, I think he should be in those.
Even
like,
if he's on the fucking poster, you know what I mean?
Thingy. Well, he was actually one of the highest grossing film stars.
I know, man.
Because he'd been in so many movies. He'd been in every Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And because he's down as an actor, even though he kind of just did a cameo.
Yeah.
He was down as being in like these high-grossing films.
Hey,
so because he was in all of them,
yeah,
he was kind of grossing higher than like Tom Cruise and Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
The guy was a super
genius
stud.
with that kind of shit.
Yeah, go on,
man.
Stan. So yeah,
I
we'll
his
be
help
missed.
that he's had along the years, he's made it, man. He made it to the top table.
Well,
table.
I was very sad when he heard anyway. But
like I said,
thoughts go out to the family and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Couldn't believe it. That's why straight away I had to fucking text you, man.
I got quite a few messages that night because I think people, I'm into me comics and stuff.
Yeah.
They get onto me rapid, like.
Yeah.
So, anyway, like we'll move on.
Yeah.
Don't mean to be finger, but we'll have to.
Upwards and
onwards. Yeah.
That's the one.
So, have you got any more bits of news? Or?
Oh yes, I have.
Because this is it. This week, there's been so much that's happened. I mean,
bloody hell, there has.
I'll get just to give you a kind of an insight. I don't think we can talk about it all, but I mean, obviously there was the fires in California.
Yeah.
Which is just devastating.
Yeah.
What else?
The Brexit. Final white paper come out
so
a couple of hours ago.
Finally come to an agreement.
Yeah, and it's looking gloomy
about
already.
What they're actually going to do, and if we're coming out or not. So it looks like they're coming out.
Yeah. I think she's been lying when she's been on telly saying like, well, we've give everyone this, that, and this. No, it looks like that we'll be still tied into some places on it. And they've already agreed with about Ireland, but
what they've sat there and thought, well, how can we make it look like we're leaving when we're not leaving?
Yeah, it's the next time if we actually goes through an Ireland and we decide, like they want an extension. And then we turn around and veto it and say no, then Northern Ireland would have to come under Europe's TAFIT.
How would the European human rights courts work?
They don't work for us no more.
Well, they don't work for us at all.
That day. No.
So it's like it's human rights. So would we? Not
we've got the age.
Because we don't have a
human rights, United Nations.
Yeah, do we have our own human rights in the UK courts? Because it always seems like they always go to the European.
No, they like pushing fucking human rights, the governments. But we do have human rights courts. Just sue over human rights and shit like that. But you've also got.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. They always end up taking it to the human rights courts, like in.
But they're international bodies where you can go to as well now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's not just Europe, but you have got the Hague there. You can take them to the Hague. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think I've said it before. If you get assaulted, you can be let's say assaulted, brought out your car by coppers and thrown in a cell for no reason. And you can actually take him to the Hague for kidnapping, assault and torture.
Oh, right, okay, for like kind of violating
your
bubble.
Yeah,
man, he got him a bubble.
Yeah. Exactly, man. So, and then it'd be the punishment of whatever the world would like to say it would be.
Execution.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's always Section 8, I think it's...
I think I'm a bit harsh, maybe. Littering, execution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you might solve a few problems.
Dog poop, execution.
No.
Yeah.
No, because they're laws that you... bylaws that you don't have to
I'm only joking. I'm not that harsh, to be fair.
Don't get me wrong, laws are right for the right places, but when people like make a mistake, drop a cigarette, and you're going to pick it up and put it in the bin, but you're going to get an £80 fine.
Yeah, but it's classed as littering, isn't it? But what I don't like...
Yeah, but you don't have to abide by
what I don't like is the fact that they go out and, they go, right, today we're going to go out and we're going to enforce it.
Yeah, well, this is it. They stand around
so that
waiting
to me is like entrapment.
Yeah, exactly, which they can't do in this country.
They're not exactly approaching people
Scotland if you want
smoking going, excuse me, just to make you aware that if you do flick that...
Yeah.
We will
all right,
be
I'll pick it up and put it in the bin.
No, because you've just collared them before they're about to finish it or flick it.
Oh yeah.
So you just make you aware, sir, that if you don't dispose of that in a efficient manner in an ashtray provided by the council. Yeah.
Where?
Well, usually they have them stub out bits on the top of bins, don't they?
Sometimes.
So if if they don't, but then that's like, well, thank you for the tip because you've just saved me an £80 fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't work like that. They'll hover, they'll see you do
child
it.
walking down the road.
But what their philosophy is, but their philosophy is probably like, well, if he's doing it once, he's probably doing it every time he smokes.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Littering shouldn't be happening, but that all should start from the company at first that is selling the fucking products. If you didn't have so much shit wrap around,
you've got a good point actually, because I was
watching
something.
Maker, that's
there's an American guy, right? I think he's American or Canadian. He lives in England, and he's apologies that I don't know his name, but he's actually got an OBE or a knighthood or something that. Yeah, he's he's just basically lives over here. And he decided, I think he might be an artist. Actually, I think he might be an artist, right?
What, piss artist?
Give the guy a bit of respect, right?
Yeah. I don't know him.
I don't, right? But I've just seen an interview with him, and he was a really nice guy. And what he was saying was he goes out every day and picks up litter, right? Off his own back.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that.
But people assume that he's paid by the council to do it, right? So they kind of shout stuff like, "Oh, you've missed a bit."
Well, they're dickheads, aren't they?
Exactly, but we need. To his response, he says, "We'll pick it up then." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
He's doing it because he's going out for a ramble and a walk, and he's seeing.
He's doing it because he doesn't want to see the shit.
He wants a nice community. I respect that, and obviously he's had an award for it.
Yeah.
So, it's at the end of the day, it's like these people. There are kind of nice people out there who kind of go out of the way to pick up the litter and stuff like that. But just because somebody's prepared to pick it up doesn't mean that you should throw it.
Yeah, exactly, man.
So I'm guilty of it occasionally. And
keep it tidy, man.
And never to the extent of when you see those videos on YouTube where you see somebody throwing a McDonald's out of the window.
Oh yeah.
And then a cyclist will go and just lob it back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that guy. My point being about that guy, what he was saying was, he's noticed a pattern in what's being picked up. Right. So he said most of the stuff that he's picking up comes from rather Asda or Tesco's. Right.
Okay.
Never comes across Waitrose or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
it's obviously it's the society or it's the class of people that are doing it.
Yeah.
Which is what he's getting at.
Yeah,
right?
that's what he's saying.
So it's like obviously the.
We shouldn't wave the stick at the same.
But no, that just means there's more people in that bracket. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's all that says.
Yeah, but then they're getting served wrapper after wrapper after wrapper. Why do you need 7 wrappers on a fucking?
That's true.
Fruit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, this is the thing actually. What annoys me about recycling is when you get those products where it says, right, the bottles you can recycle the bottle, but the wrapper that we put around the bottle. Can't be recycled, so you've got to separate.
Well, then why are you giving that shit to me?
Don't put it on the bottle.
Yeah, that's it. Why are you giving me a problem now?
Print it on the bottle. If you print your logo on the bottle instead of putting a plastic shrink wrap around it.
And this is the worst bit. They knew this from the fucking start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they knew this from the fucking start, man.
Well, I saw something actually about I think they were talking about how like there could be an ocean within the actual core of the.
Yeah.
It was something we were watching earlier, yeah, and it was saying 3 times as much water that covers the Earth
Drown us.
is actually could be potentially in this underground ocean, and they were saying like how it could be replenishing the sea above, like filtering
I've heard
between,
this.
right? So if we're concerned
Lately.
about how much plastic and shit that's in the ocean, right, and this happens to be true, then make that middle ocean that's got 3 times as much water is probably filled with plastic bags and bottles,
blocked the fucking
because it
hole,
would have
won't it?
probably just filtered down there. So yeah.
But I don't know. The heat might have burned it and then burned the chemicals into the fucking water.
No kind of
Make it like
way
oil
of-
in years to come.
way of sorting that out, really, is there?
Well, yeah. Keep fucking the world tidy. That's what you need. It needs to start from the companies.
I
And
know,
the
yeah.
government needs to have the balls to turn around and fucking tell them.
Not just keep Britain tidy, keep the world tidy.
Yeah, exactly, man.
So
The world is one.
there's been a big what's the word? Insurgence, a big
Oh, yeah.
not a resurgence,
yeah,
but there's
I'd say
been a
there's more
surge.
efforts.
There's been a surge
Yeah.
in UFOs sightings recently. I mean, I'm
Oh,
not even
yeah,
talking
Jesus.
like you normally get them in America, don't you? Like Area 51 and.
Worldwide, mate.
Well, nah, mate, it's been worldwide, and
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. We've had, and I always say when it's on my doorstep,
Sweden's a good one.
yeah, and
Good
it's
one.
totally been on. There's been a couple of UFO sightings, and I've not personally seen one,
No.
but there's been a few on my doorstep. Right?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not Aaron. I figured something out the other day,
What?
which I've been daft because I should have figured it out fucking years ago, right?
Swamp gas bouncing off Venus.
No, well, you know,
Drones.
You know when you go out,
Blimps.
what do you put on?
My hat.
There we go.
Yeah.
What's
right.
the hat do? At the peak of the hat, it stops you from looking up.
No, I still look. Up
Yeah,
at the sky.
but there was a guy in California, and basically what he did was he put a camera outside, yeah, pointed it out up into the sky, and left it there all day. And he goes, he couldn't believe how many UFOs he's seen.
Yeah,
If he
because
went down slope, it was
he
like,
actually
boom, boom.
didn't have the
It's like,
time
what
to
the
sit there.
fuck?
And to be fair, it's like everyone's probably got the red in the phone anyway.
Well,
these
yeah,
days.
that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing.
Well, this one in particular wasn't seen from the ground. It was seen by airline pilots.
Oh yes.
It's been all over the news the last
Not
couple
just
of
one
days.
either.
Irish authorities investigate a UFO sighting by commercial pilots. BA and Virgin pilots report seeing bright lights that disappeared at high speeds.
Yeah, the
This
go-kart.
was like only the other day, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
the Irish Aviation Authority are investigating unidentified flying objects.
Yeah, but hold on, you've missed something out.
On Monday the
which
9th
you
of
might
November.
not realise that
Go on.
actually the investigation is a private investigation.
Oh yeah, it is a private investigation.
Yeah, it won't be out to the public. No one will know about it apart from those who are in on it.
Well, the pilot of the British Airways flight BA94
Yeah.
from Montreal called air traffic control in Shannon to report seeing an object moving past her aircraft, and asked if there was any military exercises taking place over the coast of Ireland.
Yeah, first point to check, isn't it?
So yeah, apparently they were really fast moving, she said, and it came out of on her left side and then rapidly veered to the north, and it was very bright, and then disappeared at high speed. Like I say, it's very interesting, but it's been all over the mainstream media the last couple of days, because it's not just been spotted by one pilot.
No.
It's been spotted by a couple, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
go on.
oh no, I'm just that's
I was
basically.
just trying to think of something there. There was something I was going to say.
Here's a bit. Other aircrafts flying into the area reported the same thing. A pilot from Virgin Airways plane from Orlando to Manchester described the site as a meteorite and other objects making some kind of re-entry.
Have you heard the voice recording of it?
Yeah, well, there is a voice recording available on
there
the
is.
internet if you want to check that out. I think Secure
Secure
Team
Team
did
got it,
did a video on it. So yeah. If you get a chance, check that out. But there was another article here I was interested in from the Irish Examiner.
Oh yeah.
that was basically saying the unidentified flying objects or the UFO spotted by pilots in the skies
Yeah.
was nothing but a meteorite again. So like,
Next, if you're saying it's a
well, is a quote from Michael Garrett, professor of astrophysics at Manchester University.
Oh yeah.
Who said the pilot reports should have been taken seriously and investigated.
Yeah.
They were mainly other natural phenomena that could explain the sighting other than a UFO. On Friday last at about 6:47, female pilot, like I say, she Kerry responded saying that there was kind of like something kind
Going
of
on
coming
here,
up on the bright light up on the left side.
Yeah, man.
So what do you reckon to that, Taylor?
I reckon it's all going to be hushed up. This is going to be the last time we hear about it until someone brings it up asking questions and they get nowhere with it.
Well, you were saying that there was sightings over Birmingham, weren't you?
Yeah,
so what was that about?
There's just been sightings all over at the minute.
There hasn't
I've
there?
never seen sort of many.
I wonder if
so many
I wonder
sightings
if
at the
anyone on MUFON can tell us like how.
You know what?
Do you know if
I'm gonna have a look at the map on
legitimately?
it.
Because I want to know, right? Because like no, I know, but I bet they've got statistics on like.
You can get it tonight.
Yeah, not the statistics of local, like in recent. I'm talking about over a certain period of time.
Over
So,
the
like,
last 5 days, they will
no, I'm
give
talking
you
about
all
over
the
the last 5 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
yeah,
I'd
they're
want
off
to
the
see
statistics.
like what like the influx has been since like say the last
Grown ever so much.
because it does seem
Ever
to be
so
a lot
much,
more.
yeah.
But is it just because it's kind of just fallen back into the spotlight?
No, I think
as
it's
a
because people
topic
want to
to
ask
talk
questions, and there's more conspiracies out there now, and they're finding out that actually, yeah, the Bilderbergs were real instead of
Yeah,
like,
but-
and this did happen.
Well, this is what I was saying.
There is
It's
this
like there's a danger
situation going
of
on.
it all merging together, and you start getting these kind of like multiple led conspiracy
Lies.
theories where everything's kind of linked, and it's like I say, they can't be all real.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, because you got to realize you got to always realize that at least 85%, if not more, is disinformation. It's been put out there so you see it.
Definitely.
So you've got to take it, but you've also got to get certain bits of it and try and connect it together. And a lot of them at the moment are connecting together, and they have been for a while. And it's like, hold on. And then you're getting other people coming forward who are going, yeah, that actually happened because of this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I've got the evidence. I did work there. I did do this, but no one's listening to me. I can't say now because someone will kill me. So if I don't care if I die, but they're going to attack my family next and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And so it goes on and on and on until they actually stop you, even fucking going down to mind control, just
Yeah.
to try and stop you. Because if they turn around tomorrow and said, yeah, UFOs have been here since like the mid 30s or whatever, everyone will not trust them again.
I know, but to be honest, it's like right. I was talking about this today. I was basically saying if you saw the UFOs in the sky or they announced that they were real,
Yeah.
I'd be like, right, yeah, we know.
Yeah. We've been saying this for
kinda knew.
fucking years, and now
Yeah,
you're all
but
going, oh, chirpy,
I don't
chirpy,
think
yeah,
there's
we
going to
don't.
be the big panic that they think there's going to be. I think we'll be.
Well, they did two tests and-
It'd be definitely a very heavy news day.
Well, they did
You know
two
what I mean?
tests, didn't they? Because War of the Worlds, the original one, when they did that.
H.G. Wells.
Yeah.
Great.
That was the
H.G.
first.
Wells, isn't it?
Yeah. That was the first test on it because they knew that.
Didn't want to look like a dummy then
Yeah.
on the radio.
But then in Mexico, in about '85, they did it again. They did that test there, and I believe 25 people
They
died.
believed it, you know.
If not more.
Well, this is it. It's like when you look at like films like The Exorcist, when they had to have St. John's ambulance on call. Just
I think
in
it's
case.
mob rule.
Definitely.
Because
It's
soon as
like-
one gets panicked, then the other. It'd be like crickets when you get panicked.
well, we've talked about this with the Salem witch trials. This is exactly
Yeah.
what it is. It's mob rule, and
Yeah.
it all gets blown out
Yeah.
of proportion, and panic sets in.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
there's
like, and then if
evidence on
you
it.
kind of like go against the flock, you
Yeah.
might be seen as
The enemy.
yeah, exactly. So you don't.
If you
need
ain't
that
coming
in your
with
life.
us, you're not going nowhere.
Exactly. So.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah, have you got anything else you'd like to talk about today on this lovely podcasting adventure?
I've got a sort of alert that I heard today that was in one of the papers.
Oh
but,
yeah, you text me about this, and that first document I couldn't open, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
They're blocking me.
Yeah,
They're stopping me from knowing the truth.
Because when I went to work, I didn't have no internet, so it was like,
Yeah.
I press right as soon as I get in.
I'm like that.
Up.
That's why if I'm on Twitter and you send me a message on Twitter, I might not respond till like late on in the day.
Yeah.
Like, so bear with me.
Yeah, bear with us. We'll get there in the end, hopefully. The end ain't there.
Always.
Possibly.
We'll always. And do you know what? I aim to say hello and chat and respond to every comment. So do it.
Yeah.
Because that's
it's not busy.
Nice. I've not got really much to do.
Yeah.
You know, I sit
wanking
here
and eating crackers, innit? Generally.
Cheers. I sit here most nights just contemplating on my own. So you know, just say hiya.
Just say hello and say hello back to you. Right. Well, this alert news is right. Apparently, a guy called Frank, bear with me, Huger Beaters.
My wife.
Yeah. Right, he's basically a researcher in the solar system, right? In our solar system.
He's flying around the solar system researching stuff.
No, he
he's a researcher of the solar. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, basically. And what he's saying is, on the 14th and 15th, as in now and tomorrow.
Oh, what's the date?
It's the 15th, I believe.
Is it really the 15th today?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, happy birthday. To a few people, it's a few people's
birthdays it's 15th
today.
And happy birthday if it's your birthday today.
Yeah, there's actually a few people I know who's 15th.
Don't worry about this news, forget about it, have a great day and then worry about it tomorrow.
Yeah, sorted.
Done.
Done.
Sweet.
It's actually our Paul's birthday on the 17th, which I believe is Friday.
I believe.
Oh wait, I don't know. Again, I've not got my calendar.
It's Thursday. It's 2 days from now.
Yeah, so what day is it?
Friday.
Yeah. So our Paul's birthday Friday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday, big brother.
Get pissed from me.
Oh, do you know what? That's why. Right, I do apologise. Right, somebody turned around and said, "Oh, you going to Gavin? Are you going to his party?" Yeah, and I went, well, "He's not invited me." It's his birthday. That's why.
He's asked for you. I believe so.
Right, but I believe I might be going
you better
to.
Better ring him up and start getting your dancing shoes ready.
We'll see what happens here.
Yeah?
Yeah, defo.
Okay.
Right, well, quality.
Sweet. Well, basically, this alert is supposed to be from the 14th to the 15th. First one.
Right.
Now, Venus, Uranus, Neptune, Mars, and the Moon are in conjunction together. Right. So, basically, we're in the centre, and it's pulling.
Right.
It's pulling in any which way. So this guy's basically gone to the SSGI, which is the solar system.
What's it called?
The SSGI.
The fucking silly sausage.
Ginger.
Yeah. We'll go with that. The silly sausage
basically,
gingers.
It's the computer or the computer data of if you set something in a universe.
So
how
like
long it'd take.
I get you. Computer models.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So
this is what NASA uses.
I was watching one on computer models before where it was like their anti kind of asteroid thing where they were kind of doing a computer model on how these asteroids move
around.
Yeah. So I know what you're talking
loads
about.
of them. Yeah, well, basically that's one he's been using that system and he's been observing it for the last 3 years, and he believes that there's going to be a big earthquake.
Yeah,
that's what he believes. But then he goes into on the December the 21st to December the 25th. Oh, that's nice, right on top of Christmas, eh?
Mercury, what are you doing?
Mercury, Earth, Mars, Jupiter and Venus are in conjunction together, and that's an even bigger pull. And he reckons if it happens, he reckons up to the current event.
So what? Jupiter and Mars are going to be looking up our skirt?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Might even have a feel.
So they're going to try and pull us?
Yeah. Pull us each way, yeah. It'd be like dance floor going, I want to dance with him. No, I want to dance with him, please. No. Back off. No. I'll beat you.
Who's gonna take a fall?
I'm going for a fag.
Yeah, fair.
Then,
fair
you know what I mean?
Like Earth's dancing round its handbag.
Yeah.
Some fucking
I'm getting
two-
dragged. Oh, what
Two
the
motherfuckers
fuck
are there
what you
like
pulling me
fucking
for?
swabbing over.
Jupiter, the big girl comes over like, come on, you're coming with me. And Venus is like the little girl going, nah, he's with me, man.
It's
with
getting
me.
into some surreal dating scenario with the planet dating.
That's when Mars comes in and nah, fellas, that's mine.
That's a reality show, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Well, he reckons that on Christmas time between 21st and 25th, that he reckons it could go up to 7 to 8 magnitude.
Oh, okay.
Which it goes up to, I think, a maximum of 12, which 12 means don't even bother, it's a straight fucking place, go and build.
Did you talk about those earthquakes? Is that what that is?
This is what this is.
So
he
what,
reckons a large, I mean, the whole Earth,
well, the
not
thing
just
that you sent me was
this
saying
and
about
that.
like the next couple of days. What was that about?
Yeah, well, that's the first one, like today and tomorrow, today and yesterday.
Right.
Between that time, that's when Venus, Uranus, Neptune, Mars, and the Moon are in conjunction.
And that's why
together.
we're having that's why we potentially could have earthquakes.
Yeah, but basically because it's pulling our plates, you know,
Right.
our tectonic plates.
Well, that's like
It's pulling that,
I mean, I
basically,
know
pulling
the
it around.
Nibiru thing and all that, yeah, but that's kind of the principle, isn't it? Like,
Well,
you
that's
know,
what made
shifting
me
and
think.
movements
But
and stuff like that.
to go with that, which I thought was interesting, don't feel alarmed, but you know, it's something that's someone suggested and he thinks he's right. He might be, he might not
Who
be.
suggested
Just
this?
don't worry. Frank, let me. Hugo
My wife.
Betters.
Hugo
Beaters.
Beaters.
Yeah, Hugo Beaters.
Ja, som Frank Hugo Beaters. Ja,
Well,
Frank.
hopefully he's wrong,
Nine.
but you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I think he's wrong.
But to go with that a little bit,
Yeah.
guess what's been closed down again now?
What? Go on. Wait. Let me guess. Is it the thingy observatory?
What?
That observatory that got closed down randomly.
Oh, sunspot. Sunspot.
Yeah.
No.
No. Go on.
No.
The ISS.
This is more important.
ISS.
No.
Go on.
Kepler.
Oh really?
Kepler is no longer working.
Why?
Because it's run. As in the other way.
It's not. It's run out of fuel. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why are they running
What is
out
fucking
of
going on?
fuel? Can't they just kind of like tether them or something?
And that's
so
why
they can
close
bring
to
them
us.
in?
So why can't we? Yeah, why can't we do that? Get a ship up there, you know, dock, put another battery in the fucker, send it back out.
It must. Well,
Give it a little clean on the way.
no, because it all comes down to it's like when they leave military equipment in war-torn countries because it's like it's not
cost
worth.
effective.
Yeah, it's not worth them bringing it back.
No.
They can buy 2 new ones for what it costs to bring the old ones back.
True.
And then redo them up.
But then they need to get it cheaper so we can fucking get up there and deal with the matter if we need to.
Well, this is
as soon
what
as
I'm
we
saying.
want to get up there,
Is it
we
so
can clean
far
it.
out of the realms of possibility that, you know, when we saw that, we were talking about that kind of cigar-shaped solar sail thing that's coming through, or it's come through our solar system.
Yeah. A mirror.
Yeah, a Muamua. Yeah. So is it any? I mean, is it so far out that, you know, it could have been something like a bit of space junk from another civilization, considering all our stuff's batteries running out.
Yeah,
and
it
it's
possibly
floating
could.
off. You know,
It could, but why would
in
it
100,000 years that might because it's just
apart from gravity pulling it, why would it speed up as it's leaving?
Well, I don't know because it might have been slingshotted around.
But it did, but it should lose.
Yeah, but that's what
certain
that's
amount
how
of power, but it gained.
Yeah, but that's
more
how
power.
we do our kind of like approaches to the moon. We slingshot round to kind of gain the speed, to, you know. To
Yeah,
get
but
back.
we don't speed up.
Well, I don't.
When we
know
slow
about
down,
that.
we can't speed up.
Well,
We'd stay at that that speed until something would slow us down.
Okay. Well,
But something must be on it to speed it up, and it's not like it had like flames behind it. or
well, no,
anything.
they were saying
as far
that
as we know,
it
anyway.
kind of from the data they got, it kind of looked like that it got the boost as it went past the sun. So
Oh,
yeah. So
well,
that kind of does give credence to
well, we
the,
might have another chance to see another one.
Another one.
Another one. I've heard there may be another one on its way through,
Okay.
but we don't know if it's going to hit through our solar system or, you know, pass not even come near us.
What do you reckon it's going? No, well,
I don't know. I'd say if
They're
there's
all-
a second one that turns up, that is a bit
meteorite.
funny.
Meteorites aren't even a big issue, are they? Really? Because I mean, I suppose like there's quite a lot
What?
of. Oh no, because we were watching that thing where it was kind of saying like that cast iron meteorite hit, and it
Yeah,
was
imagine
just like.
that fucking.
Yeah, I mean, but it didn't cause
Yeah, but look
that
at what
much
our
of an
little
issue
one
that it was
did.
going to crack the earth in half, is it?
114 feet, and it's
So-
made that big dint in fucking
Yeah,
Australia. You
yeah.
know what I mean? It's all about the speed and the weight of it.
Well, yeah, but
Basically.
what it's made of as
Yeah.
well. To be fair.
Well, yeah.
So,
well, this is it, and don't forget, it might have been slingshot so many times out of so many planets that, like, once it hits, like, boom, the planet's fucking gone.
That's it, innit?
It only takes that. Well, talking about things like that, guess what NASA's found?
Are you gonna say they found an exomoon?
No. They found two rogue planets.
Well, they've been finding a lot of stuff this week. I don't know what they're trying to keep us not looking at.
Exactly.
Right, because what go on? Tell us about the rogue planet.
Two rogue planets spotted flying through our galaxy, and there could be millions of them in our galaxy with no solar system. Just
a random
big, massive planets going fucking fast.
Again, that makes sense to me as well, because it's like, well, if there was, if stuff's flying around, then there's going to be really big pieces of it. You know?
Well, there could be an explanation for it. They reckon. Well, actually, no. Tell lie. It's on something else now.
Well, check this out. Another discovery this week. Astronomers have discovered a ghost galaxy near the Milky Way.
Oh, right.
So I don't really. So a ghost galaxy is basically they're saying it's known as a dwarf galaxy.
Yeah, it's a small one. What would you call Nibiru, basically?
Yeah, so it's one of the first of its first types of galaxies to emerge in the early universe. The dwarf galaxy stars are old and quite low in mass.
Yeah.
And metals. So they've discovered this hiding behind the Milky Way, like a little a burnt out old galaxy. Yeah,
I see.
so it looks quite good as well. So there's some images as well on online. We've got the original article there from Sky News.
See,
And
well, that might
then-
actually come into effect on another one that I've got.
Well, they've actually found it here. Check this out as well. We've
Yeah.
got that, like I say, they've got so many discoveries. It's been just a chock of news couple of days. And we've already got a massively big show for you coming up over the weekend.
Well, yeah,
So,
that's right.
So we're just trying to get
listening, it's a
everything
good
in. Everything we want to talk about. So here we go. Our next nearest star, which I
Yeah.
think it's Barnard Star. Yes,
Right.
it is. It's Barnard Star. They've discovered another exoplanet, which is basically orbiting Barnard Star.
I bet where Kepler fucking saw it.
It's a super Earth. They think it's what they call a super Earth that would,
So it's
which is
bigger.
basically a rocky planet with an atmosphere, and it's
Right.
probably like rich and has stuff like rich in sort of minerals and kind of has
Sodium
water.
and stuff.
And it's all speculation at the moment.
Yeah, well,
but
until
this
we
all
get there, we
comes
can't
from
do shit.
the Queen Mary University, as from astronomers from there. So
Right.
yeah, so like I say, they're doing a lot of discovering this week.
They
Makes
are.
me think, and there's been like somebody said to me about these UFO. The reason why there's been loads more.
Yeah.
They seem to think that there's been more since since that thing have supposedly landed on the moon. Because that video, because we've never found out since, have we?
No.
About what happened with that video and why YouTube got took down.
Yeah.
People have short memories.
Yeah. Well. This is it. This is they're glad that we are, because that's what they use it against us. But it's all mind games and shit. This is the thing with something's happening over there, but it's magician shit. I'm gonna do something
we've
over
said
there,
that,
and you're
smoke
gonna
and
say
mirrors,
that. Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is,
So,
and there's a
well,
lot of it, and you'd be surprised.
Just makes
on
you
how
think, well, what is
much
it
there is
actually
out
that,
there.
I mean, because like I say, there's just kind of so much kind of NASA news coming out.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it for NASA news for me.
Well, not for me. I've got two more.
Go on.
Well,
go
not
for it.
necessarily NASA though. Well, this one is though, because it's from the ISS.
Right.
And they flew over Earth and they saw big orange glow, massive, nearly half the Earth.
Right.
And people have been wondering, what was it? What's going on here now? What's happening? So, because the photo went obviously everywhere. And well, apparently NASA's come back with that it's called an air glow, and it's to do with different bands of light that stream from 50 to 400 miles into the atmosphere.
Right. Okay. So that's something like because it's mad, isn't it? Because I suppose it's like obviously when you see a rainbow, that's all the types of light broken down into its individual parts, like infrared and ultraviolet, and all the rest of it. Yeah, and they reckon that there's even more on the spectrum either side that we can't see.
Massively.
Yeah, right. So it's like there was a shot where the everything was purple, and they were saying, "Oh, well, why is it purple? Why does everything look purple?" And they were saying, "Well, it's kind of like it must be." The lights broke down into its ultraviolet state there.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can't see it. That's the problem. That's the problem.
No, but the cameras can pick it up. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, that is true. Yeah, cameras are good at that kind of stuff, picking up stuff that you
so other than that, I don't know, because it's like there's so many natural phenomenon that happen. And it's like it's like I've been blown away because I've always ever known about one Aurora Borealis. The Northern Lights. Yeah. And I always knew that.
Which is coming more our way.
Well, there was always just the Northern Lights, but now there's another Northern Lights, and and when I found out about it, it was like they were talking about it like it's it's something we've always had. Yeah. It's like, well, why have I never heard about it? Yeah. We're always talking about the Northern Lights in the Aurora Borealis. Yeah. We're not talking about the other one, which is purple. And he's just as amazing, but probably different. Yeah, and if you want to see, it's not a case of like, oh well, if you've seen one Aurora, you've seen them all.
Shove your head in the sand. I mean? We don't care.
I want to see what that one's green and that one's purple. I want to see them both.
At the same time.
I don't know. They're on the different.
I won't be on the planet when that happened.
That was the only. I just don't know. I want to find out more about that as well. Actually,
it's radiation, isn't it, man? It's the rainbows.
So I've got a good top 10 coming up, which links basically to the last episode.
All right, sweet.
Which our episode last week was the Dolce base, wasn't it? Yeah. The 7 layers of the Dolce base, where alien hybrid experiments and whatnot.
Yeah, at the bottom. Yeah. Might go there.
Well, if you want to check that out, obviously get on the last episode 16 and give it a whirl.
It was a good episode.
Was there anything else before we move on to that?
There is. I've got some more, mate. I've got some more. Well, Spanish university astronomers. It's
hard to say that, isn't it?
It is. Basically saying that they reckon we're coming into a dark matter hurricane.
What's one of them? A dark matter hurricane?
Well, dark matter is supposed to be made 85 to, which I think, is 96% of the universe, basically, and we're matter, so it's against what we are. So
like antimatter.
But we've never found it.
Well, they kind of have, I reckon, in CERN.
In certain.
But they only can get it. They can only get it by like literally. I think they were saying something like that. For every positron they smash, they get I think it's like 5 positrons for one negatron or a fucking megatron. And if you collect all your negatrons, you can save up for an Optimus Primatron. And everyone wants one of them. Shiny. And you go around going, got, need.
No, I don't want that one.
Swap your mate.
Yeah, no, fuck off.
So anyway.
So basically, they're saying now
you don't get very much. Is what I'm getting at.
We're in a cloud of dark matter, apparently. Right. And we're getting into the eye of the storm, they reckon. And it's like, well, what are you saying? What's going to go on? But they're not saying, because they don't know. They can only estimate what they think.
Well, this is it, isn't it? Physics as well. It's a lot of guesswork. It's all kind of like theory-based. And that's why I like it. Because it's like, you can have a theory about something, and it's, up to other theory
Yeah,
type
but they've
people
just
to
let
prove you
this out
wrong.
on the science paper. They've just let it out.
Oh yeah, they do. They always kind of do publish stuff where it's like you can put your theory out,
Yeah.
and then like other academics and scientists will kind of look at your paper and they'll go, "That's genius,"
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
ties into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or they'll turn around and go, "That's total poppycock," and it doesn't
Yeah.
fit with any of the models, and blah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's true.
I was looking at something about time travel actually, and I wouldn't mind doing another time travel show soon.
Yeah.
because there's quite a lot of good, interesting stories.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of
Well,
let me just say bullshit coming out at the moment as well.
Well, yeah, if you ever go on Apex TV,
That's
the
definitely
bullshit. Yeah, well, anyway, right, forget our views on that.
Yeah.
But it was something I was looking at, and he was basically saying Einstein was so close to time travel that it scared him, that he gave up on the research.
Don't blame him.
Yeah, he
To
got
honest,
so
look
close,
what
he gave up.
for the atomic bomb.
Yeah. Oh, well, he probably would have. I bet he did it, to be honest.
He might have and kept a secret somewhere.
Yeah,
But, or someone killed him and actually took it off him. You never
Potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you got a Siri?
God.
Any of our viewers got a Siri?
Yeah. I've actually bought a Siri and a Google Plus for
I'll
one
get
of my
rid of
friends.
I'll get rid of him, man.
Well,
Get rid of it.
To be honest, I don't think they like it. I don't think he likes it as much as he thought he would. To be honest, I think it was like the gift's a gift, and like it's like he appreciated it very much, but they get very annoying.
Yeah.
Right. They don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. They're listening in on your conversations.
Oh, by far.
So I think as a gift, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe an intrusive gift.
Well, on that last point, on saying that, right? Well, it's turned out that like you were saying, Siri's been doing this, that, and the other. I mean, there's even a couple who had an argument, and it asked them to change the subject. That's how fucking funny it's
I've seen a few of them that on YouTube where they've just like they've started coming out with really gobbledygook and stuff like that, but never has it kind of gone, guys, can you calm the arguing
can
down?
you change subjects? I'm like, I'm
knock
getting
it
a bit
off.
bored of this.
Knock
now.
it off, I've got work in the morning.
Yeah. Quiet down, please. Quiet down. Well, that kind of shit's been going on for basically since it's been going.
It's crap though, because it's like you can get rid of your Siri, but you've got it on your phone. You've got you've got all these kind of assistants on your phones now, in your smartwatches.
Yeah, but on your phone that you're being listened to anyway, or you should at least know that. They can turn it on and off as well as you can.
I turn the volume down.
Yeah.
So they can't hear me.
I still think they'll be able to hear you. Yeah, it'd be a little...
I don't know if that definitely doesn't
I don't think
work.
it would work.
That
I think they'd
definitely
think
doesn't
that. I think the smart asses would have thought, But if you haven't, do that. That might work. Not saying it will, but
put it on
might
silent and they won't be able to hear you.
Yeah.
That's my bit of advice.
Or just talking tongues, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Talking tongues.
Say Morse code, but they've had that stuff for years, haven't they?
Well,
and it's a bit
that's
time
true.
consuming.
That's true.
So.
Well, basically, that's a judge has asked Amazon to give him the recordings.
Oh yeah, I heard about
over
this.
a double murder.
Like, yeah, because even though Amazon can refuse that, for confidentiality reasons, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's
then they could be prosecuted for that.
Yeah, but no, that also suggests that Amazon keep keep your recordings and they record everything and keep it, because what was to say that they were recording at that specific time? Why would Amazon have a copy of it still?
People don't realise this, but when you ask it to start recording, it will start recording, and then when you ask it to stop, it'll tell you it's stopped, but it doesn't. It doesn't stop. It's a recording and just continues. You can't stop it, basically.
I don't want any of that.
And that's why the judge fucking knows.
I'm quite happy living in a dumb home. People like these smart homes.
Yeah.
Don't want a smart meter.
No, don't get me
Don't
wrong.
want smart light
definitely
bulbs.
not. No.
Don't want really anything that's quite smart. I want to be the smartest thing in my house.
You want to talk smart? Well, what about being an employee and having a chip put in you?
I've heard
that's coming over here. It's over here now.
This has been kind of in the news for so long now, and it's the chip that's the size of a grain of rice.
Yes.
And it's basically... they've trialled it in a few different countries, and a few banks and a few other different firms have got on it. in like Asia and other countries.
Yeah.
It's kind of gives you access to build. All it does is kind of gives you. It's an FRD chip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of gives you access to floors and levels in buildings.
Yeah, to your building, to your car and stuff like that.
But obviously it clocks you in, all that type of stuff, right?
But the CBI are worried about it, and they
I think that violates your human rights.
Yes.
And then if they turn around and say, well, to be honest, I've got to give it to the credit to the companies that have trialed it. Because the people,
150 people
who've said they didn't want it, right, were given a card, which does exactly the same thing. Well, it doesn't. It shouldn't be mandatory. If you want to take that, if you want to do that, then do it. That in. But no, it can't be mandatory. I'd quit a job.
I bet you they will push it to mandatory, and the reason why is because they tried it with the ID cards and it wouldn't work.
Well, what about
in 2030
self-employed
we've got
people?
all the ID.
All right, anyone who's self-employed, what they're going to do? Chip themselves?
That's where I think they're going to hit first.
They're not going to be able to do
unemployment.
What? Unemployment.
If you want to get unemployment, you got to be chipped.
Yeah.
You get chipped. You
and
know
also
exactly what you do, and then you move up from there. From there, and then from birth. You've got nearly everyone because all you've got is them certain workers.
I always wondered, do you know, when you had that
like
7-in-1 jab, 5-in-1 jab,
6-in-1?
Measles, when measles, mumps and rubella stuff, is that what it was?
That.
Well, I had it and
I'm alright, I'm just a bit mental.
It kind of rejected, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I was immune, I didn't need it.
Right.
But they still give it me, and I always thought it was a bit brutal.
Well, how do you know it was that?
What?
How do you know it went somewhere else?
Exactly, that's what I'm getting at. It could have been anything, that because they were like, give it him anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
don't matter.
That was the healthcare. That was the school system in the 80s.
Yeah, that's it. I was at the back of the line
80s or 90s. They were like, just give it, jab him anyway. Yeah. I'm like, I was confident, me. I strut in there like,
well, I haven't really had any issues, so I can't. I think it was for something else.
Possibly,
you know what I mean?
Chipped.
Because I don't know, possibly. I've had a look at, I've got a mark on my shoulder, but I don't know what that is.
Well, I've never had any.
I don't want to dig it out yet.
Never been tracked or never gone off in a metal detector. So
no.
Well, I don't agree with the chip in the slightest. I don't think.
Over here anyway.
I think it's against your human rights, and I don't think any employer should get any employer, if it's an FRD chip,
any employee refuse it.
They should be able to just use a plastic card with that same chip in
just
the
for
card,
that building, because after they left work, what? So you say I'm down in the pub, I'm getting pissed, then I'm going.
And they should just give you that option. If you want to take the chip, then more fool you.
I'd refuse.
And if you want to take a plastic card with the same chip in it that does the same job,
that you can leave on the side when you've gone home,
put in your pocket, your wallet, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
If you're listening, you've got your fucking phone, man.
Why does it have to be in your body? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. As soon as anything like that's in my body, they're getting assault charges and probably a fucking baseball bat round his fucking head.
Well.
To be honest.
Well, we'll go into the top 10 then. So this is based on pun intended. This is based on the fact that we did the Dolce based last episode. And this is the top 10 alien bases from around the world.
Oh right, okay, go.
And so at number 10, the Porton Down base in Wiltshire.
Yes.
Yeah. This was built to develop gas masks in the Second World War, and believed to be one of the most active bases in the world in terms of alien phenomenon. Then you've got
sightings.
Do you know anything about that one then?
I know bits and bobs about it.
Well, it's good to have a couple of English.
There is. Surprisingly, there is. I mean, there's one up in Scotland.
Well, there's another one in Staffordshire, which is at number 9. And this one, Staffordshire, was found an iron plate found, which was basically a hatch. When they unearthed it, it led down some steps into a long tunnel. And it's even mentioned in an 18th century document called The History of Staffordshire as being there since the 1800s. So it's been known about.
Was it ours or aliens?
We don't know. No idea.
No, did they go all the way in?
I've no idea. This is just the kind of the brief bit of the found out.
Right.
We're going to have to look into it.
Yeah, I was thinking that because I was thinking about the tunnel down Manchester.
Oh yeah, there's tunnels all over.
Yeah, right next to the council.
That tunnel was built that you can tell. Do you know what it looks like? A train hangar or an aircraft hangar.
Yeah, it reminds me of World War Two.
Do you know what it looks like?
Bunkers.
If you've ever been into Manchester Central or
Yeah,
kind of like that. Yeah,
old style kind
that
of,
sort of size and sort of shape.
Yeah, and it goes for fucking. It's
Yeah,
miles
I've been
long,
down
innit?
there. I've been down there a couple of times. It's decent.
Yeah. We'll have to go down again.
Number 8, UFO base in Canada. An iron mine in Newfoundland had to be closed because of shadows and creepy sounds were being heard by the miners, and they put it down to aliens kind of settling in there and having a base in Newfoundland in Canada.
Right, okay.
At number 6, the Valley of the Headless Man, or the Nahode Valley in Canada, where people who entered the valley would be found later on without a head.
What?
The locals the locals believed it was a group of hostile aliens that had taken over the valley and made it their base.
Cannibals.
Yeah.
I say cannibals, mate.
So it's kind of like the Sand People out of Star Wars. Do you know, like when Obi-Wan's coming through that valley?
Oh
and
yeah.
it was like they all start fucking going ballistic trying to get him, and he pretends to be some sort of like
God.
They changed it. I think they changed the audio in all the different versions of Star Wars. You know, New Hope.
Oh right? Yeah.
And it was like I think it was like a sound at once, and then they changed it to a different sound. To make it. I think this first sound was better.
I think
the second sound, it just made it sound a bit kind of what are you doing, George?
Yeah.
Stop fucking with it.
That's true. Yeah, but he fucked a lot around with it, man, and he made a couple of shit ones as well.
Where am I up to here? I'm losing track. So number 5, the Rusa Zebeka base. That is I don't actually know where that is.
Right. Okay.
It's basically supposedly full of all different types of aliens working on projects.
Okay.
Basically described as an old rocket silo. It's in Russia.
Russia.
Yeah.
Right.
So disguised as nuclear weapon silos or rocket silos, and it's said to be they're said to be doing experiments underneath the Russian snow.
Well, if the West is gonna do it, they're gonna do it.
Well, this is it. It's like, I think obviously what makes them so special. Yeah. I bet most countries have had an encounter.
Yeah, exactly. Most countries have been investigating.
Or a ship that's crashed or something.
Brazil was close to letting a fucking lot of details go. Chile did. Chile let a lot out.
Well,
because of a captain over there.
You heard of the Hopi Indian tribes?
Yeah.
So they had some caves in Colorado off the river, where basically the people who lived there described it as like kind of ant people who worked and lived with them. Yeah. And so they've kind of said that they lived up in the Hopi caves. And that was their kind of base. Then you've got.
There's loads of art on the walls.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, you can see, if you Google the images there, you can see the images of that artwork as well, of the ant people, which is quite cool. At number 3, the Mount Shasta in California. There's tunnels underneath there, and basically people think because of the tunnels
that there's got to be a base.
And basically because California has a very large sighting. They have quite a lot of sightings all the time, so it makes people believe that there's alien bases underneath the mountain. Well,
if you can go at fucking like 22 fucking thousand miles an hour, why would you want to be close?
Exactly.
That you got to ask them. Even though I believe that there's a load in America, there's still got to be.
Well, it depends if we've had like we've shot.
Then it's got to be us on that point.
It's like if we've shot like a UFO down over our territory, over our land.
Yeah.
It's like, exactly, but it's like other countries, like you could have like a really small country that you wouldn't expect to have research in these fields because something crashed on their island or whatever.
Haven't got that much money to play with, have they?
Well, yeah, but that's when you go to one of the big boys and go, I've got something here.
Yeah, that's true.
If you work with us,
then
we can.
You give us a part of the technology.
Yeah, exactly. If there's anything that we can kind of like share an investment on.
The sneaky Russians.
So then you've got number 2, Mount Lazon base, and that's basically another entrance that's been found by the locals, and that's just in California.
All right.
And it's been known about by the locals for years, and it's basically the kind of like make a tourist thing out of it.
Oh, right.
But it's kind of like another base entrance, but it's to a mountain, and they think that this Mount Lazon,
Yeah.
Lazon or whatever, yeah, Lazon, I think. And that they think that there's alien base inside, but there is actually an entrance that is visible and people know about, sort of thing.
I hope people try and go in.
Well, I'd try and see.
I would get me torch out and go, you know what?
I'd try to at least try and kind of find out what it is. I'd go and talk to somebody if I could see somebody hanging around, or if there was like security or whatever.
Someone needs one of them devices that you'd see in
in James Bond.
alien films, where you throw it and it just go down the tunnel and do its own work. In Prometheus.
Oh, like a little drone,
yeah,
like
you
a
know
little
what I mean?
remote control drone.
Yeah, you
thing.
know what I mean. So it just scan the areas.
A reconnaissance, reconnaissance drone.
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
that's not a bad idea with a fucking drone, you know.
Oh yeah, you could just
maybe
literally fly one in through the crack of the door.
Shove wheels on the bottom, and you know, cover the top.
I reckon that place is tighter than a fucking
nun's chop.
Yeah, or I was gonna say some drum, but like, you know.
Nun's chop is better.
But you've beat me to it on the.
I always do.
On
especially when it deals with a nun's chop.
He's got some fascination with nuns.
Yeah, I don't know why, man. Must be a black and white thing.
Well, and at number 1.
Yeah.
The Dolce base.
Yes.
And if you want to find out, I'm not going to go into it here, but if you want to find out anything more about the Dolce base, you can listen to episode 16, and where we talk about it.
Yeah.
And that was basically your top 10
of
alien bases that probably don't exist.
Well,
but now you know.
No. Well, if they're not alien, then ours, and if they're ours, they're doing some fucking dodgy shit.
Well, that's what I think as well, because most of these time I'm not disputing that the bases exist.
But UFOs, the only possible answer to certain questions on UFOs,
Listen,
has to be.
Most of these places look like complete shitholes, these so-called bases. If I was an alien from out of town and I arrived here and they tried putting me up in one of them, I'd be like,
fuck
wait a
you,
minute,
mate, I'm off, mate.
Is this how you treat all your guests?
I shoot them.
Is this how you treat all your guests? I thought
I'll blow the planet up on
doesn't Trump own hotels? Come on, get me in one of the
penthouse
suites.
Yeah, but he'd be kept out of the loop, won't we?
Yeah,
you know,
maybe.
He'd be kept out, yeah. No,
I
don't think he's
got to land on. Well, this is why he should be landing on the White House lawn, the aliens, because you will land on Trump's fucking lawn, and he'll sort you out in a nice suite in one of his hotels.
We've got Space
But
Force.
you're landing in the desert. Silly men, silly.
He's told NASA, right? You need to go to the moon now. I'm telling you, get to the bloody moon, or I'm kicking your ass right now. Get to the moon. He's told them.
Get to the moon, or you're grounded.
So we've got a space force now in America. It won't be that long till Europe and we do.
Just sounds like
if we haven't already.
It sounds like he's setting up the Federation from Star Trek.
Well, yeah. Well, if you think about it, don't you think that'd be a good idea on doing that?
Well, not if we're the only ones in it. It's hardly a federation, is it?
Well, no. But if you could get to that point where medical's all covered, you don't need money. You can get anything really that you need, but doesn't hurt you. Eat fucking fresh food that, like, you know, actually does you good, and you know, you got fresh air and all that. Wouldn't you want that? And then on top of that, if you don't like it here, you can fuck off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You can go to the moon, Mars, Jupiter, or wherever you want to bloody go to, or even just go out to space and go, see ya. I just go into space, see what aliens pick me up.
What, go hitchhiking?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, just fly through fucking space.
Do a proper Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Because I think that's what we need.
Make sure you take your towel.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. Yeah. And don't panic.
Yeah, no panicking, no.
It's not as bad
Mr. Grimsdale don't like that.
Mr. Grimsdale.
Don't panic, don't panic.
That was a fucking deep cut reference.
Yeah, Dad's Army.
Yeah, well, yeah, oh yeah, well, did you go to many of the thingies the other day? You said you were going to go to one of the tributes to the First World War ending. It was like the 100 years.
In it,
Did you end up getting out? I watched quite a lot of it on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so it was quite good. There was quite a lot of kind of
that's true.
Sitting around in churches.
Yeah, but that's what it's there for.
It's
innit,
the respect
basically.
thing,
It's
isn't
the
it? It's a
respect
shame
of-
that there's nobody. Well, obviously time passes, and obviously it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
But there's no one left now, is he? From that.
I believe there's altogether. I believe there are 4, but they're right on the edge.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
The only people who'll remember it.
Yeah. Basically, they're members. But like
So, did you end up? So sorry. Did you end up getting out to one of the thingies you say you were going to go and check out to Glossop? Why not?
I didn't. I overslept.
Oh dear.
I know.
Overslept.
I tell you what. I punished myself all day. I was well gutted over it, especially because it's the 100-year anniversary.
Yeah.
But then I sat back and watched
some of the highlights on the set. Like I say, I did the same. I bought a popper.
And I've got 2 poppies in my car. I've always got 2 poppies in my car.
I've got a really nice one, but I've got like a pin badge popper, right? And it's really nice. Yeah, but I always think that because I've got a pin badge poppy, then and I can wear it all the time. Or whenever or every year. Yeah. That I'm kind of doing them out of my donation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree. That's why I get fresh ones.
I always see these people on the TV, newsreaders as well, especially wear these pin badge sort of poppy badges.
Did you notice?
So I
very
hope
next day everyone got rid of it.
I hope that they're not just thinking that because they've got one of them that they don't have to put a donation in, that covers them till they lose the badge or whatever.
Does it?
No.
Whenever there's any donation to
I always still go and buy another poppy anyway, so
Yeah, well, if it weren't for them, like the strong lads who were back then.
It's crazy, isn't it? Because like
we wouldn't have society as it is now.
It's talking about
I'm on about the good part.
Somebody said to me today about I don't want to go into Red Dead Redemption too much again. Yeah. But I was talking about Red Dead Redemption. We were talking about it in the previous show.
Just won another award.
Yeah. Well, we were talking, and the question was like, wow, imagine being around in those days and kind of being living
free.
Not free, but living. I'm not talking about the politics or anything, but I'm
talking
about.
I mean free as in you can go and do what you want. You're not going to get interrupted.
Like the fact that you were on the cusp of being pioneers and living in pretty much
you had
your
wilderness. Own land. You could do what you wanted
with it. On the cusp of being in a city, right? And these pioneer cowboys and the Victorian age over in England, right? We went from like that to now in 100 years. 100 years isn't a long time. No. Fucking hell, that's
Since
quite
it took like thousands of years to get from where we were to where we were up to in the 1800s.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. So it took fucking thousands and thousands of years.
It must have been given like 22,000 fucking boost of something.
They give everybody Red Bull.
You know
they give them all a Red Bull or an energy drink. Other energy drinks are available.
They all put it down to
I wouldn't recommend any of them, but
that's where they reckon it come down to the transistor.
Yeah, it was kind of the birth of technology, wasn't it? Like,
but then from there you could get on, move it, or smaller, better, add this, add that. Oh, I've got another idea, or add that, add this. But then it come to you're making stuff, but then it got into that basic need of most people is greed. Right, I can make some money out of this. Right, well, I can make some. Right, well, why am I getting no money after a couple of years? Because it's not broke. Right, so now I'm going to sell it, but I know it's going to break in like 10 minutes. So they're going to be back.
We were talking about this. In fact, we still need to do a good show on that because it's a good.
That'll be like a fucking 3-hour one now or something. Because
time's starting to push on now, to be honest. But
oh Jesus! So it looks like the answer's been answered. What's it going to be?
It's going to be an extra.
You're putting it as an extra then, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, now we're in 15 minutes. We could be an extra.
All right, then,
and plus, we've got a really good topic this week. So, this was kind of just a bit of a chit chat and a bit of extra news. But we've quite a lot of extra news. And obviously, still reeling from Stan. And there was a lot. To be honest, we were in two minds whether to do one tonight, and we had so much we wanted to get out that we
there's so much opposition.
And I nearly keeled over with toothache. Yeah. So we pushed on through.
Smacked him in his jaw, got it back right.
Give you
a slap.
Slap across the face, sweet. Back in the game.
Yeah.
So so I've got a couple of shout outs if you've got any.
Yeah.
Because normally don't do shout outs on the extra, but we've had I got a really good tweet. We gave a shout out to Troublespeak, the podcast, the other day.
We did.
On the last episode.
Yeah.
They got on to us and they gave us an amazing shout out over Twitter.
Yes.
They said we were very well spoken.
Why, thank you. I don't think I am.
Oh, darling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Well, we're from Manchester in the UK, yeah. And you know,
I think I speak like an idiot.
I think I speak a
well,
bit
nice
kind of
one,
like,
lads.
a bit common, you know.
Thanks for the compliment.
But I really appreciate the compliment.
Yeah.
No,
I like
I'm no
that.
Prince Charles.
I never thought that before. Here, I'm going to have to go down the prairie.
What? Yes.
Chin chin.
Chin bombardier. Well, thank you. Do appreciate it, and we're always happy to kind of support people. You know, have gone out the way to do what they love, and you know, do it off their own back.
Getting out and doing
the way
something.
I always say, don't sit around waiting for permission.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, go and do it.
Yeah, within reason.
Well, no, you know, you're waiting for a guy to come along or a girl to say, "Oh, you're really talented.
I want mugging.
You're really talented. I want you to come and work for me."
Yeah.
Doing the thing that you were doing anyway, because you love doing it, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you become the guy who needs to go to the other guy and say, "I need you." Like, you be the boss.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's don't wait around. You start up your own thing.
Yeah, exactly. Be a lion, not a sheep.
Again, what I give Bizarre Podcast, we give them a shout out as well. These are repeated shout outs because we give both of these guys shout outs, and it's just, again, he's really on it on the Twitter.
Yeah.
Always listens in.
Well, that's it. If you do that, then we reply back.
Comments on the podcast and the topic as well.
Oh, right, sweet.
Recently, we've just gone onto YouTube. We mentioned it in the last episode.
Yes.
We're on YouTube. We've actually in the process of uploading all the previous episodes.
Yeah, we're on up to about 5, is it?
Yeah, well, no, I'm just uploading 6. Which is UFO files. Yeah. So it's a good one.
Yeah.
But it's having quite a good boost actually, considering we only set it up the other day. It's been time consuming making the videos and getting them up.
Yeah.
And
but that's the thing. We've got to put the effort into. Appreciated from the fans.
So hopefully we'll catch up soon and we'll get up to date with the new ones. So hang in there.
Oh, it's building good, man.
Oh, it's a new avenue.
Yeah, it's a new avenue out there, man.
But yeah, there's a guy on there, Rob D. Whoever you are, well in. If you're listening.
Cheers, Rob D.
He
Thumbs up, boy.
Just started commenting on a couple of the videos, saying we're doing a great show and
thank you.
All that type of stuff.
Excellent.
Appreciate. Buzz in there. So that's me for shout outs.
Yeah.
Anything you've got? Ben.
Ben. Shout out to Ben.
Yeah, I give Ben's a colleague of ours. He's a really nice guy.
Man, we'll have to try and get him on or something.
And he's just discovered us.
Yeah.
So yeah, well in for listening.
Yeah.
And yeah. Good stuff, man.
Yeah,
if you wanna, he's dead full of questions.
Yeah,
he's very
good
fun.
because he's young and he's inquisitive, and that's good, man.
He's gonna be like, why are you saying this? Or like, basically, like, I've been working with him quite a lot.
Yeah.
And he does ask a lot of really intelligent questions. I tell you what, he does, and he's very knowledgeable about a lot of stuff himself.
Yeah,
you know
I'm surprised how much. Yeah,
he's for his age, he's very clever. And he'll go far. That
he likes to put his head in the books, doesn't he?
Well, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man.
Go far.
Yeah, learn.
Yeah. So good kid. Kid. Good young adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I retract that last statement.
Yeah, man.
Right. Yeah. So good one. And well, that's pretty much it. I've just got the closing stuff. If you want to get in touch with us, you can get us on the email.
You can.
At neverstraightanswer@gmail.com. That's never straight answer, not never a straight answer.
Yeah.
On Instagram, never straight answer. Also on Twitter, you can get us on NASA_never. And you can get us some merch at Dizzy Jam, Never a Straight Answer. That's our store.
That is our store.
And if you'd like to subscribe to us,
please do.
You can. You can get me on Instagram and stuff, like on Gaz Duncan.
Yeah, you can get us on different Anchor. What is it?
Oh yeah. On the subscriptions on the podcast, you can get us on Anchor FM, iTunes, Spotify, Castbox, all of them.
All of them, basically.
So just
yeah.
have a.
If you can't find us is a problem.
Whatever app you're using to listen to podcasts, that's the one you need.
Yeah.
Right. And you can subscribe to us on YouTube, and I'd appreciate that as well, because like it looks a bit piddly at the minute. We've only got 4 subscribers, which
Yeah,
is four more than I expected a day after we set it up.
Well, that's true.
So yeah,
that's true.
well in.
Wrong one built in a day. It's built in a
That's
month.
it, isn't it? So yeah, and that's pretty much it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose my voice.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm gonna call it a night. So that's been pretty much it from me. I'm Gaz.
I'm Taylor.
And we'll catch you on I think Saturday, Sunday, over the weekend at some point.
Yeah.
Where we'll be doing.
Partying now, aren't you?
We've got a what?
You're thinking of partying now, aren't you? You're getting your
We'll see what happens. Yeah,
out.
we'll be getting a podcast out. No drama at all. But like because we've actually been doing we've got a good topic this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not to be missed. So make sure you do subscribe.
Yeah, please do.
And we'll catch you next time.
You sure will.
All right, guys. Peace.
Oh.